Your personal identifiable information and passwords will be breached and will float around on the dark web. There's a lot of anonymity built into the dark web. And so there's a lot of privacy. And then also it lends itself to a certain amount of criminal activity. And I'm sure everybody's heard about all the bad things that are happening on the dark web. And for the sake of this quick webinar, we're going to focus on the marketplaces that exist where breached information changes hands. And just to give you an idea about what's happening there is that there are bad guys that are out there breaching information. There are folks that are warehousing breached information. And then in the marketplaces, that's where the breached information really starts to change hands. And we need to monitor what's happening in these marketplaces and what's happening in the world of companies that are being breached so that we know what information is out there floating around about us. And so let's just let this sink in real quick. This is our reality right now. Your personal identifiable information and passwords will be breached and will float around on the dark web. This is the reality. This is what's happening. Okay, so how do we protect ourselves against this? Because right now it seems like there's not a whole lot we can do besides try to find out what they're doing. But we can take a couple precautions to make the activity that exists here less, to have less of an impact on us. And so the first thing we can do is turn on another layer of authentication on our accounts. There's MFA and 2FA, that's multi-factor authentication and two-factor authentication. The terms are typically used interchangeably. And so what that is when you go to sign into your account and someone texted you a code or you get a code emailed to you and you got to plug in that code, it's just another way of verifying who you are, who you say you are, and it adds another layer of security to your account. And so if you have that available, turn that on. But really the underlying issue of this whole thing is a strong password policy. And we need to make sure that everyone has a strong password policy. And I'm going to outline for you what a strong password policy looks like. And then I'm going to show you how you make it happen, how you make this part of your life without making your life any more complicated than it has to be.